It is necessary to say whom we regard as our antithesis, theologians, and everything that has theological blood in its veins, our entire philosophy. One must have seen the fatality close at hand, or better still, one must have experienced it in oneself. One must have been almost ruined by it, to regard it no longer as a jocular affair. The free thinking of our naturalists and physiologists is a joke in my eyes. They lack passion in these matters. They do not suffer from them. That poisoning extends far wider than one supposes. I discovered the theological instinct of haughtiness everywhere where people at present regard themselves as idealists, where, in virtue of a higher origin, they assume the right to cast superior and strange looks at actuality. The idealist, precisely like the priest, has all the great concepts in his hand, and not only in his hand. He plays them with a benevolent contempt against the understanding, the senses, honours, good living, and science. He sees these things as beneath him, as harmful and seductive forces over which spirit soars in pure self-sufficiency, as if submissiveness, chastity, poverty, in a word, holiness, had not hitherto done unutterably more injury to life than any frightful things or vices. Pure spirit is pure lie. As long as the priest, this denier, calumniator, and poisoner of life by profession, still passes for a higher species of human being, there is no answer to the question. What is truth? Truth has already been reversed when the conscious advocate of nothingness and denial passes for the representative of truth. I make war against this theological instinct. I have found traces of it everywhere. Whoever has theological blood in his veins is from the very beginning ambiguous and disloyal with respect to everything. The pathos which develops from this calls itself belief, closing one's eye once and for all with respect to oneself, so as not to suffer from the sight of incurable falsity. Out of this erroneous perspective towards all things, a person makes a morality, a virtue, a sanctity for himself. He unites the good conscience to the false mode of seeing. He demands that no other mode of perspective is any longer of value, after he has made his own sacrosanct with the names of God, salvation, and eternity. I have dug out the theologian instinct everywhere. It is the most widespread, the most peculiarly subterranean form of falsity that exists on earth. What a theologian feels to be true must be false. One almost has a criterion of truth in this. It is his most fundamental instinct of self-preservation which forbids reality to be held in honour, or even to find expression on any point. Wherever the influence of the theologian extends, the judgment of value is turned on its head. The concepts of true and false are necessarily reversed. What is most harmful to life is here called true. What raises, elevates, affirms, justifies, and makes it triumph is called false. If it happens that through the conscience of princes, or of the people, theologians stretch out their hand for power, let us not doubt what always takes place in reality. The will to the end, the nihilistic will, seeks power.